Hi, my loves. How are we doing? I know you're about to go through a funky little test, or you may be in the midst of it right now, but let's see what's going on. Per usual, if this doesn't apply to you, sit right with you. You don't want to hear what I have to say? That is okay. I will be back some other time. I feel like you're in the process of, like I said, going through a test. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Oh, and then the Chariot in reverse. King of Crypts. And then at the bottom of the deck, I got the Queen of Claws. Just as I thought, you're being tested as far as when it comes to, honestly, your emotional immaturity. I think maybe your life does feel very stagnant right now, or you're like, I'm going through some weird test, or I feel like something weird's coming. Like, you feel weird. You feel awkward. I think whatever is going on, you're in this situation, if you don't know how to feel about something right now. And I think that you are developing a soft spot for someone or something right now. Not going to jump the gun and say, well, you shouldn't. No, because that's not the right way to go about it. But I need you to, they're asking you to take a couple steps back and pause and reflect on why everything's being stagnant and look at what's currently happening in your life. Look what's being paused and look what's being currently moving right now. Watch what's being moving right now. So, for example, why is your income of money being stagnant, but your shitty boyfriend is still active and doing all kinds of crazy stuff at 12 hours a day? Or why is your marriage gone to hell and stagnant on that, but you're slacking off at your job? You know what I'm saying? There is something about look at what's being stopped and look at what's running right now. Pay attention to what's running. Those things, whatever's being put on hold for you is linked towards your reward, whether it is literally money, stability, some form of increase that you're wanting. And I think that, again, you're starting to develop empathy or go back to your old ways. And again, I'm not going to jump the gun and say, well, you shouldn't care about something. But I think you're already bunking off a lot of red flags or putting them literally, in this case, on hold to keep everybody happy, to keep yourself happy. Even if that means putting your money on hold, putting your goals on hold, putting your needs on hold. I feel like this King of Cups energy is you're trying to appease somebody else or something else to keep the peace. Even if, again, it hurts your income, it hurts your stability a little bit. You're being tested with your boundaries. Kind of like the reading I uploaded, I'm going to say the same thing. It's not complicated. You're only making it complicated because you're putting emotions to it. Well, I've known them for years, or they have health problems, or they have this, or they have that, or I have that. But you know it's not good for you in the sense that you're in. Again, look at what's paused and look what's running. The reason your life is not moving, the train track is not chucking, is because there's some maintenance that needs to be done. It's like you're wanting a broken car to be out of the shop today, even with broken parts, and expect it to still move, function. No, it's not. Eventually, it's going to break down. There is some pieces of your life you need to get rid of. And I feel like you're having empathy for somebody that you should not be having empathy for. And I know I said it earlier, no, but like, this is, again, a test of your boundaries. Quit doing the every excuse in the book on why you should put up with something. And it's not necessarily coming from a place, I think they're treating you like crap or anything. I mean, for some of you, yes, it could very much be. But I think, again, it's coming from a place of, I just don't think they make you happy. I don't think... Yeah, Knight of Castles. This is somebody, I don't know why I'm feeling this could be a current boyfriend, girlfriend you're with. This could be a family member. This could be somebody, a roommate that could be living with you. This is definitely somebody that's, again, been in your energy for a while. And I always say, when you're in this people-pleasing tendency of, well, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, even if they don't make me happy, because that's kind of what I'm seeing. And like I said, I don't feel like you're dealing with anything destructive or chaotic. It could be, but I feel like it's more internally for you. And what you're really fixated on is, why is my job stagnant? Why is this stagnant? Why is my home stagnant? Why is my children, etc., whatever the case is. When in reality, again, look at what's running. And it's not even running properly. Again, it's like you're taking a broken vehicle out of the shop while it's still in maintenance and expect it to run. And that's what you're kind of doing. It's like you're forcing certain like relationships or certain emotions into your energy that you know is not supposed to be there, because you have given it a chance. You have given it time. It doesn't fulfill you in the long haul. And again, maybe I was wrong for saying you shouldn't have empathy for it, but that part, it does come with emotional maturity, and that's what your test is. You're going to have to get over it. If you're constantly, I'm sorry, and that part sounds harsh, if you're going to sit in your house and worry about how other people view you or think of you, you're never going to get far in life. You're never going to get to whatever it is you're trying to unblock right now. And for a lot of you, I feel like it's money. I think you're having a standstill in your money, or again, there's something to do with your stability right now. Maybe it's your business, something with your job, something's, and it's ticking you off. You want the engine going. We can't get the engine going when the parts need to be replaced. I think you're wanting to put Band-Aids on everything. You don't want to do that, but you are. Because you've literally have had history with this thing. You've been with it forever, or it's been in your life forever. And I know it's easier said than done of doing the, well, just let it go. Because again, I feel like you're this collective. You're doing the, well, that's my family, or they have health problems, they have this, or I love them, or whatever your excuse is. And I get that. But again, this is your test of emotional maturity. We are in the post-shadow period of Mercury retrograde. Now, you're in this process of literally picking up the pieces. I think you've done some reflecting on it. Now it's a matter of, what are you going to do about it? You see what I'm saying? So what are you going to do about it? Are you going to Band-Aid everything? I mean, you can. Nobody's stopping you. 3 of Candles in reverse. As I was talking about that, your world will never expand. You will always be stagnant in your current position. If you want your new life, you got to sacrifice your old one. 8 of Claws, 8 of Swords I was about to say in reverse, but it's got to be in reverse. You got to get out of your own way on this one. This is a harsh message of, you got to get out of your own way. You cannot keep Band-Aiding things. And maybe maybe that's a sign for some of you. Maybe there's literally car parts or things around your house that is broken, and maybe that's a sign too. Maybe you keep Band-Aiding things that, the whole thing needs to be replaced, babe. It's expired. And that's kind of more what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you're in a gosh, awful, toxic situation. Again, you don't, take it how it resonates for sure. But I think you've hit your expiration date on this thing. And that is okay. Time's up. Just because they're your family, or they're your, or they're your sister, or they're your husband, or they're your girlfriend, or whatever the case is, doesn't mean they're meant to be with you forever. They're meant to be with you for a chapter. Let me do more. Ace of Claws, yeah, literally, and then the 4 of Castles right here. You want to keep the peace, and I'm telling you right now, you will never have peace. They're warning you. If you don't speak up during this time period and understand whether to this person, to the situation, what makes you happy and what doesn't, and actually take action on it with the Ace of Claws right here, kiss your money goodbye, or kiss your money at a standstill, at a frozen block of ice, is kind of what I'm hearing. Quit protecting things that doesn't protect your peace. Quit protecting things that doesn't protect your spirit. And if you continue to do this, you will forever resent this thing. You will forever resent yourself. Is that the life you want? Because there will be consequences later. Queen of Candles, Queen of Wands, you take action. You got to do this.